Hey, just wanted to take a moment and go live today and talk about how the Fed rate hikes that started in March and are expected to continue throughout the rest of the year, how that's going to affect mortgage rates. And the answer may surprise you. Mortgage rates, 30-year mortgage rates are really most concerned with inflation and the inflation that we're seeing in the economy. As we know, inflation is at 40-year highs. We've recently seen mortgage rates hit the highs that we have not seen in about a decade, so a little over 5%. And so as the Federal Reserve raises interest rates, what they're trying to do is actually stop and slow down the inflation. And so let me share my screen here, but I wanted to show you that every single time over the last 50 years that, and I'm borrowing this from the New York Times webpage, these shaded areas here, these are during cycles when the Federal Reserve has started increasing interest rates, okay? So every time they started to increase interest rates on their end, it was times of high inflation. And look what happens right after they stop. The inflation has cooled down and mortgage rates drop. Again here, lots of inflation in the late 70s, early 80s were the highest inflation we had ever seen. And also that led to the highest interest rates, about 8 years where we saw interest rates in the double digits. And then as soon as they were done, mortgage rates dropped. Rate hikes here, rates moved up. And then right after that, they dropped further. And that pattern continues every single time that the Fed has raised interest rates. So what are the advice that we're giving most of our buyers is the mortgage you're getting now is really a loan that you're probably going to keep a year or two, and that's about it. We do free refinances for our past clients, so it makes no sense to, in my opinion, to pay points and buy down the interest rate an eighth or a quarter percent, because essentially we have lots of data over the last 50 years that in the next couple of years, we're probably going to see rates lower than what we're seeing now. So we can take advantage of that free refinance. If you have any questions, please reach out and have a great